Hey finders, and welcome back to Fortune Finds. I have a bucket in front of me of all of the products that genuinely make me feel beautiful. I feel like in beauty, there's so much out there and there's so much marketing that really makes you believe that like if I buy this one product, I will transport myself into the version of myself that I always wanted to be. I will be that Instagram baddie that I've always dreamed of looking like. Beauty marketing, as any marketing, can be a little bit misleading, and not every beauty product works that amazing. Not every beauty product makes me feel my most beautiful. I just went through my entire beauty collection and was like, you know what? This makes me feel beautiful. This makes me feel beautiful. This takes my makeup game to a whole other level. I threw them in this bin and I'm slapping them on my face here for you today. So this is the beauty look that I created. I feel like if you guys frequent my channel, this is a very me look. I love a nude lip. I love some dramatic eyes. And yes, I am wearing falsies, which it's been a hot minute. This could really be like a favorites video. Like this is like the best of the best, what I love in my makeup collection for the time being. So I'm talking about beauty products that actually make me personally feel beautiful. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Before we do go ahead and hop into it, make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell before you leave my channel. I would love for you to become a part of my little Fortune Finds family. We are 550 subscribers strong. I love each and every one of you, and I would love to get to know more of you. If you are wondering like what it is that I do here on YouTube, I talk a lot about makeup, but we also talk about skincare. Sometimes I vlog, and I'm trying to get more into hair, which I feel like, you know, my hair looks pretty good today. Normally I don't do my hair at all, but I'm trying to go down that venture. So if you are just someone that loves beauty, you love product reviews, you are like a compulsive beauty buyer, I feel like you and I will get along really, really well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into my beauty products that really, honestly, truly, genuinely make me feel beautiful video. Guys, I'm so excited for this video because I really feel like I have not done a tutorial in a hot minute. So I'm so excited. I have all of my like feel good products in front of me, and I feel like you guys are really gonna love this because these are sincerely the products that make me feel so good. And also I'm in a great mood because it's 11 a.m. and I'm doing my makeup for the day. Who is she? I'm not a morning person, and although 11 a.m. does not sound early, it's early for me. So for skincare, I used a vitamin C serum. I also used my Belif Moisturizing Eye Balm. I kind of just did it in a hurry in my bathroom because I feel like this video is going to be really long. So anything that is on my face now that I did not mention, I will put it down below in the description box. This is my first good feel good product. This is the NYX Pump It Up Lip Plumper. I think it is called something different now. This really does a really nice job of plumping my lips. It is clear you can just wear this on its own, and it's not too tingly. I'm also not like the most sensitive person, but I don't find it to be burny, too stingy. I like it. D-Bronzi Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops by Drunk Elephant. And you guys have seen me do this technique quite a few times before. I'm going to take a full pump of this on the back of my hand. It Cosmetics number 7 brush. And I'm going to place this first where I want to contour, and then I'm going to kind of spread it out. So I'm patting this into my skin, and it's really gonna look a little crazy at first, guys. I feel like it always does. I'm gonna put some on my nose because that's where the sun naturally hits your nose. You need to know what you're doing with this product because you can end up looking like an Oompa Loompa. I gotta be honest, guys, like I had this product for a really long time and I was not like the best at applying it. I went to dinner with my sister one night and she was just like, what is on your face? And why do you look orange? And why is the product separating all over your face? Like, because it was a hot summer day. I think it was last summer we went out to dinner. My sister was just like, you look like a shiny, sweaty Tin Man. And it was because I was using this as just like my foundation for a very long time there. And it would look fine for the first few hours, but then I guess like after a while it would start to separate. So you really need to take your time to blend it in. You can't just like slap it on your face and go about your day. It takes a little bit of time. So now that I've placed it everywhere that I want it, I'm kind of just taking the leftovers and putting it all over my face. And you're gonna see my face matches my body a little bit better now because I added that tan to it. Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand, and this is in Fair Medium. I'm gonna look straight into the mirror. I'm gonna put a dot here. I'm going to put a dot here. And the trick with this product is that you really don't need a lot. That was kind of a mess. That's okay though. Same brush. and I'm patting this into my skin. This product can move the products underneath it. First of all, when you pat any product, there's less of a chance of the product underneath moving, but this can kind of like erase the products underneath it if you go in with a swiping motion. So you just want to be a little extra delicate if you're going to use this contour wand. If you're thinking about buying it, just, you know, bounce it into the skin. I'm going to pat underneath my chin. And then I'm going to take the other side, which has a smaller brush. This is actually for concealer, but I'm going to use this to blend out my nose contour. So I'm just going to go up and down the sides of my nose. And for me, like, I'm not the best at contouring my nose. So I find that if I contour underneath my foundation, it looks a little bit better because that nose contour isn't as prominent. So if I make a mistake, it's not as noticeable. I know that I talked pretty poorly about this concealer before, just because you really need to use a light hand with this concealer. If you use it very sparingly, it does a beautiful job, okay? So that's how we're gonna use it today. I'm only gonna use a little bit, but if you're someone that goes in and likes to draw like a triangle down your face, you know, I would not recommend this concealer. So this is the Shiseido Syncro Skin Concealer, and I'm in the shade 202 Light Clair. I also really love my Tarte Shape Tape, which is sitting here. However, this translates a little bit too light on my skin at the moment because I do have a tan, and I don't really like my under eyes to be like that much lighter than the rest of my face. I'm just doing a little bit. I'm not doing a lot. I'm gonna take my Sephora 57 brush, and I'm just gently patting this. And I'm making sure I get it right in here because I got really dark on that inner corner. And then if you ever find that your concealer is like gripping to your face, it's kind of dried out a little bit, it's not as easy to blend. That's really just what I should say. Use the warmth of your finger to dab it in. Also, ignore that, please. I need to paint that nail before I leave the home later today. The warmth of your finger does help to melt down that product just a little bit. Where did my concealer go? Do this really quickly. I find that if you put concealer like right at the edge of the mouth and then blend it up, it kind of like accentuates the lips a little bit. And I like that. I like me juicy lips, and I'm too scared to go get my lips done. Maybe one day. I feel like when I get older and I naturally start to like lose the juice in my lips, maybe I'll get my lips done. But right now, the thought of that sounds very terrifying. This foundation, it keeps me protected from the sun. It makes my skin look juicy. I'm not going to talk about it too much because you guys are probably like, damn girl, you've literally been talking about this foundation for the last 6 months. But it is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Cream, SPF 50, and I'm in the shade medium. A little stippling brush like this. I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to start adding this to the sections of my face that has not a lot of product. So I'm going to just go like this. Spread this all over my face, and we will go over the contoured section when there's a little less product on our brush. Pressing this into my skin, like I've been doing this whole time. And then I'm gonna go over the sections that I have that shading very lightly. I'm kind of just pressing over those sections because I don't wanna move that shading and I don't want that shading to disappear. I kind of just want it to look a little bit more natural. I'm gonna go ahead and take a damp beauty sponge, and now I'm just gonna pat my skin. I have very dry skin, and my skin tends to be pretty textured for the most part. So I find that going over everything with a damp beauty sponge kind of takes any of that texture away. It works for my skin, and it helps to just blend everything out a little bit more seamlessly. I find with my skin, because I am dry, the longer the liquids sit on my skin, the more natural it looks. So I want it to soak in a little bit more before I go ahead and set my face. $1 Billion Brows Brow Butter Pomade in the shade Taupe. And if you buy the kit, it comes with a little brush that has an angled brush and a spoolie on the other side. Dip into the pomade. I love this because it's so easy to shape them, and it goes on so quickly and it looks so natural. This pomade isn't very thick. It's kind of like a powdery pomade, so I just find it to be pretty forgiving. And this brush is so good too. Like, that took me 2 seconds. I'll bring you guys in a little bit. This is the $1 Billion Brows brow duo pencil with concealer and highlighter, and I always use the concealer side just to shape up my brows. So I kind of like brought this one a little bit too down. And I'll just do the same thing on the other side. So I kind of just like think of this as like an eraser. And then I use the Billion Dollar Brows brush. This is the smudge brush that the Best Sellers kit comes with. And I'm just gonna take that and drag the concealer down to blend it out. This brush is so good, guys. But you guys know I love me a little brush like this. I'm going to use my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I love this. I find like that it really helps me blend out my shadow even better than they normally would. And I'm going to apply this with a little concealer brush. It has like some coverage to it, so it cancels out any of my darkness on my eyes, kind of like a concealer would. Where is Tati? Tati, come back. But I love this palette, and it really does make me feel really pretty just because it is a neutral palette, but you can go so many places with this, and these glitters are so fun. Today, I think I'm going to keep it a little bit neutral, but these eyeshadows are just so buttery. There's so much pigmentation in them. They blend out like a dream. This is just a really, really awesome palette. So I'm going to hop into the shade Aura, and I think I'm going to take the sequin formula right here with a big fluffy brush. There is a lot of fallout in this palette, so you've been forewarned, but it's just, there's such buttery shadows that I feel like we can all forgive, you know? And I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna use this shade to just set my entire lid. Take Soothe, the matte version. I'm just gonna put this in the socket of my eye. And I feel like I say I'm going to do like something really light and natural, and I feel like that never really goes to plan. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm also going to try and like flick it up because I want my eye to be lifted. So I kind of want that cat shape to the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to bring it on into the inner corner. You don't need to be very like specific with this. This is a really light shade, and I'm kind of just putting it around my entire eye to give my eye a little bit of framing and make my eyes pop, give my eyes a little bit of depth. Marc Jacobs, this is the Fine Liner Ultra Skinny Gel Eye Crayon in Blacker. So it's just a black liner. And I'm going to put this all along the inner rim of my eyes. And I'm going to try and get it like in between the lashes as well. Do a really, really thin line on my upper lash line. So I'm literally keeping it really tight. And I'm going to pull it a little bit. We're going to take a brush like this, just a flat brush. Morphe Jaclyn Hill GH43. I'm going to set that liner, but also smudge it out using the black in Tati's palette. Memory Matte, this black right here, just a black matte shadow. Pick it up like that. And then I'm going to start on the lower lash line, and I'm just going to smudge. And this is going to help to even it out because it looks a little jagged, but this is going to help it look better. Let's go back in with a little bit of concealer. I just want to clean up a little bit under my eye because there was a little bit of fallout. And I'm just going to pat this and clean up that wing because it kind of got a little cray. Laura Mercier translucent setting powder for underneath my eyes. Scott Barnes 64 brush. Set my under eyes. MAC Glow Play blush and cheer up. This is like my favorite. Oh my god. I'm going to take my sponge. I'm going to keep that to the back of my face. I want to set my face with one of my favorite products to like make my overall face glow. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. It is hefty in price, but it will last you forever and it will make your skin look delicious. So I'm going to go and I'm just going to pick up all of these using that same Scott Barnes brush. I'm going to tap first because I don't want to move anything. And then I'm going to sweep. And I'm just going to set my whole face because I am going to be outside today. Oh my god, it makes me feel so pretty and luminous, and it kind of just helps to blend everything in. BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronzer in Golden Gal. I'm going to pick this up with this complex bronzing brush, and I'm going to pat this all over my face pretty much. And this is also going to tone down that blush a little bit. I love that blush color. I just feel like it's a little too cutesy for my overall vibe. And I'm going to bring this down my chest. I'm going to pat this in my head. And I am patting, even though I set my whole face, just because I feel like it's safer to pat. Take my Scott Barnes brush again. I'm going to hop into, let's hop into a Story. No. What is that? Soothe. And just like diffuse this a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes using my Tweezerman eyelash curler. Best eyelash curler ever. It's definitely worth the price. Il Makiage Icon High Volume and Intense Curl Mascara. I'm going to put this on the lower lashes as well. And I like to group them a little bit. I think I need to like rethink my outfit because this is like very like rock star vibes. And the dress that I was thinking about wearing is very girly. All right, guys, and then for lips today, I'm going to use my Kokie Retractable Lip Liner in the shade Dusty Rose. And then I'm going to go in with the MAC Faux Lipstick. Finally, I'm going to finish it off with the Bare Minerals Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Slay. I also threw on my favorite eyelashes, falsies, which are the Demi Wispies by Ardell. Absolutely love them. I love that they fit my eye shape. I don't need to trim them at all. They go on in a split second. They feel really comfortable, and it's almost like you're not even wearing them at all. I'm going to go ahead and set my brows using my favorite brow gel. This is the Arch Brow Shaping Gel in Clear, and I'm just going to lift my brows up with this. I love this. I've had this forever. It lasts a really long time. It keeps my brows in place. And I love that there are different sizes and lengths on the spoolie, so I can really get in there, play around with my brows, and just get them to look how I really want them to look. I realize that I'm not wearing highlighter, and the reason being is that this was the highlighter that makes me feel the prettiest. I absolutely love this. I bought this with my aunt at the spring MAC event. This is the Hot Damoiselle Extra Diminished Skin Finish Highlighter. I love this paired with the blush that I'm wearing today. However, I just feel like it's a little bit too pinky for my look. I feel like I went for a really not as natural as I thought I was gonna go. But guys, honestly, this look is very much so me. I love a dramatic eye. I love a dramatic wing. I don't really know if this is like baby shower daytime appropriate, but it is very me. And this is honestly the most beautiful I feel in any kind of makeup look. You know, some people like natural makeup, some people like a bold lip. I love a bold lip, but I would say for the last year and a half, especially if you guys have been watching my videos, you know this, I love an eye like this. I don't know. It's very me, it's very bold, and I feel most like myself in this makeup look. Through this video, through all my videos, I hope that it really shines through that whatever makes you feel your most authentic self, whatever makes you feel your most comfortable, just rock it. Don't worry about what other people think. You know, people are going to say things. Most of the time people say things because they feel some type of way about themselves. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did and you would like to see more feel-good videos like this, then do be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Leave me some love in the comments. Let me know, what beauty products do you rely on to feel your best? What kind of beauty look makes you feel your most beautiful? Do you own any of the products that I tried out here today? If you do, let me know, and let me know what you think of them. And also make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a wonderful time as always. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye, Finders. Mwah.